Hey, it's Matt from Gravity Forms. Going to show you a new pop-up add-on that we have in the Labs site. Remember, the Labs site now available for all license plans here at Gravity Forms. You have to be a customer, but you can access the Labs by going to labs.gravity.com and logging in with your Gravity Forms login that you would access your account dashboard with. Once you do that, you can download the add-ons that are in the Labs. And again, today we're going to look at the Popups add-on really quick just to show you some of the cool functionality that it has. Remember, these things are experimental features. We're trying to enhance that experience of Gravity Forms by allowing our team to create and ship little features and enhancements to Gravity Forms to make your enjoyment of Gravity Forms a little bit better these days. And you can also get snippets. If you have snippets of code, you can click into our snippets section and you can load up some of the snippets that we have here, which again, you might be looking for something specific. It'll be on this list. Cool thing is we'll be constantly iterating and adding more stuff to the Labs. So definitely check it out and watch for updates. You can watch this channel. You can hop on our newsletter, but there's a bunch of stuff here and we're only going to make it better. Okay, let's get to the pop-ups. I already have it downloaded. I already have it installed and activated. And once you do that, you'll have a little pop-up section, link, I should say, in the Gravity Forms admin. So I'm going to click that. And just like any other integration with Gravity Forms, if you're used to doing, integrations with other add-ons, especially to, your favorite email marketing campaign platform, you set up a feed. So we're going to go ahead and I already have a feed set up. I'm just going to edit it so you can see it. Doesn't matter what you name it. It's just all organization for you to remember what you're connecting to. And you select which form you're going to load into that pop-up. Which form do you want to pop up with the pop-up? I'm going to do the contact form. It's just the easiest one I have on this demo site. There's a bunch of features here. If you've been exploring pop-up plugins before, if you have experimented with other platforms, they're all fairly self-explanatory. There's nothing earth-shattering here. Nothing new that you wouldn't see other than, hey, we're helping you load that Gravity form right into a pop-up. So you have a bunch of stuff you can do in terms of how the trigger creates the pop-up. So you can do button click, exit intent, timeout, which is like a countdown, which is what I think is the most common use case. That's how I would use it and how I'll demo it here. Scroll depth, URL hash, JavaScript API to make that pop-up trigger. By default, that timeout is 3 seconds. Bunch of stuff under the display. I won't go through all of that. It's just how it looks and where it loads. So for instance, under the display mode, it's pop-up modal, which would be centered to the screen, corner widget, which is the corner of the screen, banner, full screen, and then position, bottom left, top left. All of this stuff is fairly self-explanatory. Behavior, you can set the cookie duration. You can set a custom cookie name. There's a bunch of stuff that you can do here to make it react slightly different. And then targeting, this is where it might get a little bit more complex depending on what your needs are for a specific pop-up. But we can do a targeting group. We can select a certain post type, a certain user role that you would fill in the value for. So you can get pretty granular with this. Remember, this is in the lab, so it's experimental. And it's also an alpha version of an experimental. So it's still very early days for this pop-up add-on, but I think it's still fairly feature rich. Like there's a lot of stuff you can do, but when you do get to the targeting group, you're going to have to get a little bit manual with typing stuff in and having all of this magic happen. All right, let's just test it out from the basic level, which is that 3 second delay. And matter of fact, let me remove this group. So this is just going to load the pop-up on the site after 3 seconds, no targeting, just everywhere on the site. You might want to load something like email newsletter sign up, as I mentioned before, in your Gravity Forms. Let's go ahead and paste in our URL. We'll wait 3 seconds here. And there's the pop-up. This is a contact form, so probably not what you want to load into a pop-up, but just for demo's sake, you can see here it is, first name, last name, email, comments. I used this contact form in a previous video, so we have a consent field here, and then the submit. So you would just fill this out as a contact, and that would send that to our contact email. But if you're just doing an email newsletter sign up, chances are you're just going to have a single email and maybe a name associated with that, with maybe an HTML field above this to add some context to the pop-up, right? Like, hey, join our newsletter. It's completely free. We cover all the best technology in the space, et cetera, et cetera. So you can build out a Gravity form, load it in a pop-up, really cool stuff. These are things that I'm really excited for. with the Labs site. Bunch of new stuff here. Feedback add-on. I can't wait to show you that. Google Sheets add-on, versioning add-on, tons of stuff that we're going to be covering over the next few weeks. Heck, months, because the lab site is going to continue to grow, and I know I'm excited about it. So thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want more, especially get more lab stuff. Let me know what you think in the comments. We'll see you in the next video.